Welcome, anime lady fans. How you guys doing? LegendDVash as always,
SamTheMangaMan.
and we're here to do a live reaction and review of My Hero Academia chapter 257. Pass it forward to Whomever, and we're excited. We had a week-long break from Weekly Shonen Jump, and I'm excited to come back with all the chapters, Zedman, One Piece, and other chapters that we read on our own. And quick question to you guys: that now that drops at 10 a.m. Sunday, we will have our chapters fully on Sunday. However, is that we want to know for you guys that are watching this, would you guys want a live stream early Sunday morning, or would you still want it as pre-recorded as always? So let us know in the comment section below. Because how do you feel about that, Sam?
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad that's early. That way we can have it out right away and on the spot. That way no one has to wait until we have it the next day. But
Correct.
for sure, I'm happy. I'm okay with whichever. If you guys want to do it live stream, we might just do all 3 of our manga chapters into that one live stream video. We'll edit it out separately.
Yep.
Or else we'll just do it one at a time. But for more convenience, to say we might just have it all together, do a live stream of everything, and then give you all the edited version right after, maybe like a couple hours separate from them. But
yeah, so let us know what you guys think about it. But overall, let us know what you guys thought about this chapter. We heard this chapter is a banger. We heard that there's a good cliffhanger at the end and everything about that. So let us know what you guys thought about this chapter in the comment section below. Like the video as well. And as well, guys, if you want more anime content, what do you do, Sam?
Subscribe.
And other than that, guys, don't forget to join our Discord server to talk about more of my here and other content as well. And also, guys, don't forget to follow us on social media at @AnimeLately_ on Twitter and IG, everywhere else. And everything else to social media is in the description down below. Other than that, let's get straight to the first page. I have complied all the details I could find about One For All previous users. Unfortunately, I couldn't find any leads to the second and third users. Given the era back then, the multifaceted nature of One For All, there's nothing about them in the records. If they realize they are harbor quirks, they might have left something behind themselves. But get on with it already and stop wasting my precious time. Damn, Michael.
About Black Whip, I can only maintain it for a second, so I'm not on Cyril or Azawa Sensei levels, but it's already a pretty powerful support quirk technique. Any more contact with the previous users since then? No. So the 5th user was Lariat. Real name, Daigoro. Black Banjo Quirk, Black Whip. Because of the strings of energy he could shoot out, he was well suited for binding enemies and maneuvering in midair. Kind of like Azawa, okay. This guy and the others didn't really have a strong quirk. Never heard of these nobodies. Huh. No, I'm sure they have awesome quirks. Just having a quirk is awesome to a loser like you. That's too cruel. Bakugo isn't wrong. All For One was obsessed for One For All. It was an age where evil willed a degree of power that's hard for us to imagine nowadays. All For One went around crushing the strong because there was nobody who could defy his sheer malice and control. Riding in that hellscape as they laid down to die, the past users made sure the power would reach the future.
Oh, wow. They weren't really chosen ones throughout all those battles. All they could do was receive the quirk and then entrusted it to another. Wow, that's a background that's so beautiful. Seeing each of them, and then Deku, that tracks. They all died young. Yes, that's true. Well, which power is this dork gonna get next? That's myself. Be patient. If I had it with you too, and your tangents flow, my master's quirk. Oh, so we learned her quirk. Interesting.
All Might's master Nana Shimura. Next is her power. I win! I can already go airborne with my blast. Now you gotta waste time learning a tool already in my kit. Meanwhile, I'll be polishing my moves at our work study. That means I'm ahead of you, QED. Yikes, that's no good. I better learn this quick and catch up. Or maybe you'll panic, trigger another outburst, and die. Nah, I've already got the Black Whip. No, you'll die! You're sticking with that, huh? The talking is like, die!
You're like, die!
Seriously, the house arrest boys are late again? No meat for you if you don't help us cook.
Oh my god, I can't stop laughing with Baku just saying the same comeback all the time. Die! Just die! Oh my god, I love that. I'm on it! And go ahead, try keeping the meat from me. See how that turns out for you. I forget who we're dealing with. If you don't like it, just pitch it. A dish with a hodgepodge of ingredients. How lovely. Tea leaves won't help it tasted lovely. Who the heck chopped these chives? Me. Your big sis cry if she saw this. Oh my god, Bakugo is
Damn.
really,
So he's
is
throwing out
really,
shades to everybody, man. This
but he's
entire
being used like,
chapter.
he's being helpful, but his helpful aggressiveness tone is not being helpful. He gotta, put it down a bit. Damn it. Who wants orange juice? How about cologne tea? Let me light the fire. Class B is coming by later too. Coda said she'll bring an extra sofa. This will be a work study brainstorm and a hot pot party to fire us all up in the next term. Let us begin. Whoa, yeah. Careful, Mina. Let's chow town. Stop bouncing. You're kicking up dust. Cheers, dude. I'm starved. There's all smells wonderful. Cheers. Give me sesame meat, Todoroki. Pretty cool.
That one hasn't been heated up yet. That you're doing that on purpose. Nothing beats a hot pot on a chilly day. Once it's warm again, we'll be second years. Before we know it, yeah. What a blur this whole year's been. Soy milk hot pot is the best. We get to greet new first years, but since the hero course doesn't have clubs, we won't interact with them much. A whole new crop of heroes, hopefuls, and I love it. We still have 3 months remaining. Don't forget about the final exam standing in our way. Cut it out, Ida. You'll ruin the taste of the hot pot. It doesn't taste any different to me. Listen, you. Enough of that overly literal airhead shtick. Wow. Panicking about exams. D-hard. Speaking for yourself. I'm with you, Mineta. During these exciting times, sometimes I might find myself stop to reflect. I'm really here at UA. I never imagined I've had All Might watching out for me, or that the day when Kachan and I could just have a normal conversation.
No more ish.
Midoriya, pass me the ponzu sauce.
I'm so blessed. And then Midoriya's and then
Todoroki,
my man Tokiyama is like, Midoriya.
yeah.
Zapunza. Oh, sorry. Here you go. Thanks. There you are. What are you doing out in the cold? Not much. How's Eri Fastly? I'm gonna start training her this week. Oh, training her, nice. I can help. Much appreciated. What is it?
I've decided to keep on living. Huh? But it's like, how do I put this? This feeling like I'm powerless keeps bubbling up inside me. Whenever the students grow and learn, I end up frustrated that I can't do anything for them. It's torture. Can't cure a workaholic, I guess. You kept this country on its feet for decades. Coming down from that high is like a shock to your system. Harsh. You can do plenty for them. You can live, you can be here. For a lot of people, that's all the push they need when we think about Night Eye. So please, just be the same brazen cocksure guy you are, the one you've always been.
Nice, Aizawa. Nice words. Thank you. Oh, I'm sorry. What do you want to tell me? Right. It's a message from Takayashi. He wants to delay you. He wants you to delay saying staying. March. Good morning, doctor. You are a rare sight. Oh, good morning. End of the month. That day, heroes vanished from the city. Whoa. Okay. That reaction and from chapter 257. Let's go straight with the review. What did you think, Sam, about this any cliffhanger that I heard about that day heroes vanished from the city and at the end of March?
It gives us a lot of theories, a lot to work with, because this is like, okay, this is what happened. This is the first thing that happened. All the heroes vanish in the city. We don't know how, we don't know why, but they're all gone. This is probably like the before page, before the real after. Maybe the Nomus came out for the army to destroy all the heroes and take them out one by one.
This is definitely the calm before the storm. This is definitely the calm before the storm of how everything is being accumulated and how 3 months came by. I guess a small time skip. 2 months came by fast, and where everything just went there. And the doctor just goes into the hospital acting like, hi, I'm a nice person.
Well, he is a doctor, so it makes sense, like, for like why he goes in and stuff like that. And now, apparently, All Might was supposed to meet Stain. From the meeting from the previous page, because we don't know what Stain's involvement. It's kind of weird where All Might wants to see him in the first place, even though he's no longer the big hero anymore.
Well,
and
Well, remember, Stain had this obsession of what is the correct type of hero, and he
Yeah.
saw it as All Might as the best one. And then when he saw Deku and Ida and Todoroki and them, he saw the other types of heroes, and he saw as Deku the next one. That's like where he saw All Might. Maybe All Might wants to understand what does he see about other heroes being the incorrect and how I'm the correct one. Maybe that's why All Might has been seeing Stain for some apparent reason. Could be.
We don't know. Maybe well, I do have a feeling that Stain would be involved into this arc as well.
It's interesting, yeah.
Maybe to
That
like talk with the League of Villains or just have the different lead and like tell them like, no, you guys' policies are wrong. This is not my plan. This is not what I would think of. And literally destroyed Shigaraki's uh, brain control with Spinner or with Toga or the other main crew that weren't that. Remember, Toga, Spinner, and other people follow Shigaraki because they thought and believed that Shigaraki follows by Stain's rules or like his policy and the whole liberation and everything, that sort of thing. So
yeah.
maybe the real Stain could come in and help change their mind or some kind of policy. Maybe All Might has some involvement that can help inspire Stains for a different policy. Anything can happen. But
True.
for
And
real, it's really, really ominous to see what's going to happen in the future, especially when that day in March, and it's the end of March, which springtime is here, final
and,
exam is over, and now the League of Villains are on the move. They're in their next step into the final phase.
and plus, what I feel like it's a red flag as well for me is that we have All Might finally saying that he wants to live. And we have the character saying that he wants to live. I feel like he's gonna die in this arc now. I have a feeling he's gonna die in this arc because
I mean, like,
the way All Might is saying and his perspective, like, yo, I just want to live. I want to, do the best I can with to help these kids, get strong and move on. Even though I feel powerless now, I have that big frustration, and now that he has the will to actually live, now I feel like my man Hiroshi is gonna take that way and take All Might away from us and kill him in this arc. That's
yeah,
what I have a
because
feeling of.
technically all the other previous one for all use quirks die, and they all die young, and they weren't even the chosen ones. They're just there to pass on the quirk to the next person to the future. It's like, as long as you trust me, you pass it on to the next one. But use as much as you can, but pass it
Yeah,
on to the next person. And we have no idea who the second and third users. We know the first, which was one for all's brother,
yeah.
but have no idea of who's the next following two.
Yeah, which if you guys go back to the picture, we know that the one for all's brother is the one on the floor. No, sorry, the one that's holding the hand. So we know that the guy with Black Whip is the one that's bald and everything. So
You know
see,
what's funny? The bald guy. You know, you have to pass on the one for all power.
yeah,
How did he pass on the one for all power when he has no hair?
maybe he did it by different ways. Just All Might did it by hair, so who knows? But I'm happy that we also find out that the predecessor of All Might Master's Quirk of Nana Shimura,
It's float.
Shigaraki's grandmother, is the actual her quirk is float.
I
So that's
think it's a good ability, and it's not really the same with Bakugo, mainly because it floats means you free float. You mean literally
yeah.
fly without needing anything. Whereas Bakugo, he needs to literally use his own airborne blast to keep him stay up in the air. But
And I gotta
float,
say, the comedy of Bakugo got me dying. It was amazing. I love the banter now. It's like Deku said, it's kind of normal-ish between them.
ish,
And I love it. It fits because it's like friends, they're frenemies, but they're also friends because they care for
rivals.
each other.
Yeah.
It's like great rivalry, but at the same time, Bakugo don't seem as a rival because like, yeah, I'm better than you because I have the quirk and I don't use it. But you know what? You die. And then how my
It
man
was
Oma
like, no,
said,
I
if
could
you do
do
something
this. So
better,
yes.
like, nah, you die.
But I
And then
could
Oma like,
die.
everything will stick with that.
Yeah,
I love
whatever
that.
reason. He's just
I
very
love that.
cocky. He's just very blessed and everything. And even like with Bakugo in the dinner with a hot pot dinner, like, you can try to keep the meat away from me. You know who I am? Like, oh yeah, that's right. You Bakugo. Right. We
And
nothing.
then, and I love how Bakugo cuts ass onto the Todoroki. Like, your
We chop
sister would be
this.
ashamed by this. You should cook better. You're like,
Yeah, I swear he threw shade the entire chapter, man.
and I love that. To me, he's the MVP of this chapter. And it's just amazing. Like, I enjoy Bakugo a lot, and I could see why he's the #1 favorite in Japan, and as well, I think in US. I think US he came in top 3. I forgot which one, but in Japan he came to #1, and I respect that for that reason because he is. But this chapter was enjoyable. The comedy was there. The more of the foreshadowing and the more of the usage of who's gonna live, who's gonna die, stuff like that. Meaning, from what I see in my perspective, as a red flag, and the 3 months of the end of March of that day, all the heroes vanished from the city. So it's not from the whole Japan, it's just from the city. So that is also to keep in mind. That's just a city that of those heroes that were there. So who knows of what heroes? We won't find out until next chapter.
It's also interesting to know that Deku's power of Black Whip's gonna become something like Aizawa Sensei's kind of and Shiro's kind of swing with the Black Whip and abilities.
It's technically like
It's a support
Spider-Man.
quirk now, but it can still grow later on. Apparently, they also said that 2 of the users were not as great because they mentioned like 2 users were just there to pass it on, so they might not have the best quirks. And Bakugo was like, yeah, they don't have the best. They don't have strong quirks. It's useless. But we don't know. It really is.
But remember the guy, he said when it first happened in chapter 196 or 195, remember he said that even though the quirks have evolved throughout the time, so it has gotten better. So who knows what those quirks were at the time?
Yeah, of course, yeah. My point was
now
that
they actually have evolved to something better and actually more usage.
My point was, it doesn't really matter if it gets stronger or how it's been done. It's how you use it. I mean, we've seen so many examples. It doesn't matter what kind of quirk you have. If you're better to use it to be an expert, where it works so well for you, where you can literally beat up anybody. I mean, Marino had a quirk to this. Like he knew how to use it. As long as you know how to really use it and have different theories of different ways to prove it, you can have it's a really strong quirk. So I have confidence in him. I think they just do the whole big reveal, the whole like secret thing. All right, your next ability quirk to have is float, which is from my predecessor's ability.
And that's dope. So now he has strength, float, and Black Whip right now. So
he doesn't have float yet. It hasn't.
I know,
unlocked
but I'm
yet.
saying to unlock it, like that will be the next thing to use. But I'm really excited to see that and how it's going to be done in the anime as well in the future.
I feel like they could have like not spoiled it for us. They could have just like tell us later on and like, wait, what's this new quirk ability? Oh, float. Okay, that's like flight. The same ability. Pretty cool. I feel like they should have not spoiled it for us. It would have been really nice to see like what kind of.
It all depends on how it's gonna happen on users. So let's just see how it occurs on story on standpoint so far. But on my end, I'm gonna just say, how about you, Sam?
Deku's becoming more like Superman if you think about it. He having the strength of All Might with his Superman strength. He's having flight.
If my dude gets some type of supervision, I would laugh.
If he gets laser beam vision,
you said that.
It's over. It's over.
That's it. He's literally the embodiment of Superman. He's like, all right, cool. I'm okay with it. Just add some extra Black Whip. That's it. Your Deku get a cape and that's it. Let's go. But definitely, this chapter was interesting. Was great.
This was a good chapter.
I like it. So you're good, Sam?
I'm actually glad. No breaks.
Yeah, me too. So chapters are back next week, guys. So again, comment down below your thoughts about this chapter. Let us know your thoughts. Join the Discord server as well. Give us your thoughts about if you want live stream or pre-recorded videos like this. Other than that, guys, like the video as well. If you like what we did, gladly appreciate it. It helps us on the YouTube algorithm. And other than that, guys, what do you say?
Subscribe.
If you want more anime lately content. And other than that, guys, see you next time on the next video of My Hero Academia.
Peace.